Good afternoon, everybody. This is Matthew, and today I'm going to show you how to rank without fail first on Google for any keywords that you so desire, both on desktop and on mobile. And it's very much an art and science, and it's not easy, but I have beaten some of the biggest companies, Marriott, Booking, you name it, and ranked ahead of them at a fraction of the cost, you name it. So, anyway, I don't want to brag or anything, but I'm going to get right into why you came here, and that's to uh, see how can I consistently get first on Google based on what people search and how often are they going to contact me, because that's really what it's all about. So I am going to just jump right into it. And for those of you who are familiar, I'm going to show you kind of the back end, if you will. Again, this is if you're not familiar of how this stuff works. So here we have, this is called St. Regis Ad 1. I'm going to go and turn it on. Okay. Now you'll see the budget, this is high. I'm going to change it to 100, I can change it to 50, which I will, and I still get the same results. And I'll show you why I started so high to begin with. But before I show you in incognito mode, what the ads are kind of doing and what they look like, I can't emphasize this point enough, is that when you run ads, ideally you want to buy a domain, create a website that is very, very similar to what it is that you're going for. So I bought St. Regis in Brickell.com a very long time ago. And then I created the website, and then I created, keeping this in mind, that the ads that I wanted to run would have very similar site link extensions that I would send people to. So private showings, price list, fact sheet, floor plans, stuff like that. It's really, really important, and I can't emphasize that enough. So I just turned this on, right? Now, this is in the real estate industry, okay? People pay a lot of money for these type of keywords. And also, um, this is worth, I mean, units here, they start at least $2 million, $3 million. You know what I mean? So people pay a lot for this, and it's worth a lot. But it's applicable to really any industry, right? So let me go over to incognito mode and see. So this is, I typed this in just a few minutes ago. This is, who's kind of currently showing up. St. Regis Brickell prices, whatever. Let's see, St. Regis Brickell. These are not accidental searches. Wow, showing up organically. These are not accidental searches. People, if they do St. Regis Brickell, Miami price, something like that, that's not by accident, right? A very, very specific search for a very, very specific buyer. And so I want to kind of see who's showing up first. Oh, wow. That's us. I didn't even realize it. I forgot that. Yeah, I turned them on. So I guess it's already showing. This is us. Now, if you go on your phone, the exact same thing is showing. And the site extensions will really start to show. Let me refresh that. That's first again. Price list. Let's see. Again, St. Regis in Brickell.com. That's us, St. Regis in Brickell.com. Now, one of the reasons that Google rewards this um, without fail is because the ad scores are extremely high. And if you don't know what that is, you ask yourself, what is that? It's simple. It's when people search something very specific, right? Like St. Regis Brickell floor plans or St. Regis Brickell price list, right? Um, they want to be brought somewhere that's going to satisfy that need. And how quickly they satisfy that need is really, really important, and Google rewards that. So if I'm brought to, let's say, floor plans or whatever, here's a way for me to enter my information and get that, right? Retrieve price list, right? I can enter my information. Private showings, whatever, right? These are very easy to set up. Websites are easy to set up. You just buy the domain, create site links, create different tabs, different slugs, etc., etc. Going too fast, just leave it in the comment section. But as you can see, I'm first, let's see, St. Regis Brickell, Miami. First, again, St. Regis Brickell, Philippines. We just did that. That's first. Let's try private Chinese. Don't know about this one. Again, first. Well, and I'm even showing up first organically. That's insane. And let's see, St. Regis Gallery. Let me see. Oh, we're not first for once. Well, I don't know if I'm targeting this one. Yeah. Okay. Now we are. As you know, you have to refresh it a lot, but as you can see, we're already first here, and that did not take long at all. And these are very, very valuable keywords. It always fluctuates, but what's going to happen is Google will tell you how often you are ranking first. Let me just refresh this. So on a given day, 95% of the time, for example, you were first, or whatever, right? So those impressions are probably me just kind of clicking around. But what I do that works very, very well, particularly, is I will do something called an exact phrase match. That's really, really important. So that means that you want to set up brackets that and I remove them deliberately because I wanted to show you and do it again so that you'll see what an exact phrase match is. So if I do St. Regis Brickell, right. It's now an exact match. I just added those brackets around it. So that means I'm kind of putting an emphasis on that specific keyword. And the final URL would be, I guess, technically this. Now, I'll show you later how to integrate the conversions and what you constitute as a conversion. So, for example, you may consider this as a conversion, right? Which most people will certainly do. My phone number. Right, so that's considered a conversion, and that's something I'm going to show you how to kind of set up on Google. Now, I wish I could. I'm going to figure out a way to do this on my desktop. In fact, actually, I know a way, and I'm going to do that so you can see. But when you keep an eye on this stuff, you can control the cost. But you've got to be like a hawk. You can change it right down to 100, and you're still going to show up first. Without fail, and that's very, very valuable. I'm going to be getting much more in depth with this stuff. Again, here we are first. St. Regis Brickell first. Now, see how it says private showing, few units left. That's all when you go and you create the ad. When you go and you create the ad, these are things that you kind of set up. So I'll show you, for instance. I will go and I'm going to edit. I'm going to maybe edit one of the ads. Right, so you can kind of choose how. Let me bring that up again. St. luxury living Miami Brickle. Um, uh, Official residence. You can play with the wordings, right? So here's one. St. Regis residence, Brickle floor plans. But all this stuff, you see how this starts to kind of show up on the search bar, right? Um, Anyways, I'm rambling a little bit because there's so much, but these are how it shows up on your phone. View fleet, price list, floor plans, amenities, call, learn more. I'm going to go way more in depth. I just wanted to kind of give you guys quickly just to say, okay, boom, I clicked the button and they're on and they're showing, and that's that's my phone number. Just please don't blow it up. And it's I don't want to say it's that simple because it's very, very hard, but this is something that you can do. And in other tutorials, I will start from the ground up and show you precisely how to do it.